get nerds for playing Victoria 3. We had a little bit of a wee crash, a little bit of a crash, just a hint of crash a second ago. Is this Sulu thing popped off yet? No, looks like no. All right, so I don't actually need all of these armies here. I need these on other fronts. Put you back in Japan. The Brunei proletarian revolt is in default. Sulu is in default. Okay, so Sulu is what I need to start bankrolling. Hey, we have electrical generation. That's fun. Last time China offered us a white piece. I don't know if they're going to right now. I'm just going to go ahead and put all of these in here. Wow, they're actually really close to accepting. This is wild. Yeah, man, the defensive war is the way to go. So they'll be ready to go soon. Philippines wish to join our customs union. I accept. Very good. They will probably not be our tributary, but we'll see how things go. America is winning this attack here, but, you know, we'll see. We'll see what happens. A bunch of different powers declare neutrality in our situations here in Hanover. And China will accept. Peace deal. Give me peace. Heck. Alright, so we're going to need a lot of help there. But first, I'm going to set you back to patrolling the coast. Because I'm going to set you on invading America. Alright, so we're going to go with Katsura, who has 70 battalions. He's going to be just about not having that naval invasion penalty, if things go alright, which I hope they do. Yep, I see that, Victoria 3. But I'm keeping a close eye on this because I'm going to need to scramble a bunch of battalions down there pretty much as soon as I can get. However, let's get some buildings built. I need coal, and I need a lot of it. We're going to just go ahead and quickly standardize production methods in our new states. So we'll get a bunch of levels of coal mines built, we'll get logging camps built, and after that we'll reassess and see where things are. It's going to cost us a pile of cash, but I think it's time to increase taxes. Wow, that's actually not as much as I was hoping we were going to get. That's okay. It's going to goof up our legitimacy a little bit, but I don't think that will necessarily be a problem. Boot the armed forces back out of the government, and that should make us righteous once again. We're winning the war in Sulu, so that will be just fine. The trade unions want landed voting. I don't feel like that's a good use of your time, trade unions, but it is what it is. The war in Brunei is almost won. The war in Sulu should get won pretty soon. And the war with America is getting difficult. Ooh, there's a civil war happening in Chiang Mai. I'm not going to get involved in that. I know I'm the premier power around here, but it's just not for me. Alright, so this battle has completed. So we're going to scramble our best armies, some of our best armies, to go ahead and deal with that. America has a very large force here. Sambas wants a defensive pact. Okay. And Crew wants an alliance. I don't know you. How about a trade agreement, Sambas? You want a trade agreement? Wonderful. We are advancing on fronts here. Move the front here. That one should get there soon. Very short on convoys now, but it is what it is. Okay, nope, thank you. What's going on over here? Another rebellion in Moldavia. Okay, it is what it is. We are battling against the American Coastal Defense Forces, and we are winning, so that's good. Alright, we are taking back this territory from the Americans. And hopefully, if we can get through their coastal defenses, we'll be able to actually invade over here. Because I would love to be able to get recognition. That's a goal of mine in this run. That's not looking good financially. Alright, how's the landing going? Could be worse. Could for sure be worse. Now we're having a naval invasion support problem because now that we've gotten here, he's actually equipped with more battalions than he was going to land with originally. Winning against the Americans in the sea over here. And we got an absolute pile of battalions coming to deal with this situation. A few of them may end up moving out. I'm going to get, I think, Yoshimichi Tokugawa over to America and one of these smaller armies when the time comes. Wow, I still have a bunch of battalions available in Manchuria. I'm going to promote you. No, I'm not. I'm going to promote you. It's going to get you a bunch more battalions. I'm going to promote you as soon as you've landed. I'm hoping you're able to successfully land. And then I'm going to promote you to increase the number of battalions. How's that for gamey? Oil and Sulu. Wonderful. Yeah, tasty, tasty oil. Quite a bit of oil in Sulu, too. Excellent. Before I forget, we're going to make these oil rigs publicly traded and using rail transit. War in Sulu has gone well. Pleased with that situation here. We are losing this battle, but excellent. That's done. But soon we will be in a better situation. Americans have about 2k left here in the defensive pool. This is, once again, Yoshinori Katsura is our guy here. I suspect that once the Americans are defending California, they'll be much less interested in Sumatra. But we'll see. They might not be. It depends on how many armies they end up having over there. Come on, let's get it going. Very close. Very close. Very close. Very close. Alright, so Pacific Coast as a front. I'm gonna promote. Oh, you're the guy. I already promoted you. Radical. Alright, so we're gonna grab one more of our high tier generals over here to the front in America. And I'm gonna grab one of our mid tier generals from here. Because again, I feel like the Sumatra front is really not that big of a deal at this point. We've also got a huge amount of force available here. So I'm feeling pretty confident. We're advancing unopposed here, which is very good. Recognize me. Recognize me! Witness me! You just have to imagine You just have to imagine Emperor Meiji going, "Witness me," while shaking his fist at the Pacific Ocean. That's really where we're at. The Americans do have actual defensive troops here now. We've got a battle going which we'd like to win. Hopefully that battle will last more than 40 days so the rest of our army can get here. As you see, the ratio has just changed, but again, hopefully this battle will last until it is no longer changed, because battles in Vicky 3 last crazy long in the current patch. So how are things looking? We're losing war exhaustion at a rate of less than 1 per week. They're losing it at a rate of 2.2. So I might be able to actually get recognition out of this. We are winning in our convoy actions. So that is also good. I'm going to go ahead and halt the suppression of the Hay Min. Just throw 1 or 2 more consumption taxes on here so that I can make sure that we are... That's not even going to put a dent in it, frankly. If I increase taxes, I would be sacrificing my high legitimacy, which I don't want to do. Because standard of living losses from... I gotta. It's gotta happen. I don't know if there's any way around it. Tax transport, and we'll park taxes up to high. And we'll see how that affects things. I am currently absolutely bananas mobilized in this situation. My mobilization level is extreme. Happily, we've got a good ratio now. This battle lasted just long enough for us to be able to get the troops that we need in place. So hopefully we'll be able to continue to advance through the Nevada desert to attack America. Does America have war support protection? They do not. Because we're still holding our war goals down here, or at least one of them. Yes, we're still completely holding North Sumatra. We were able to kind of gain... Hooray! We unlocked socialism. Sure, that's not going to be a problem later. We were able to game the system a little bit here. I was really hoping that winning that battle would be the end of it. But this isn't Hearts of Iron Force. These 160 American battalions won't be just captured. They'll be instead... they'll be re-scrambled back to their home HQs. But hopefully we'll be able to follow them back there. Another battle happening in America. This is... So, for those of you who have expressed concerns and asked questions about my predilection for keeping absolutely... some might say even bizarre amounts of cash in the pot, this is why. I've spent half my gold reserves, so that's about 50 million pounds on this war. A war which has been pretty much completely done through national militia. And part of the reason the national militia situation has been so... part of the reason I'm so focused on keeping good gold reserves for national militia is because when you have 1,000 battalions worth of conscripts in the field, it's just an absolutely bananas amount of cost. We're going to need to get them down below 0 before they'll accept peace, but that's actually only about 15 weeks away now if the war keeps going the way it's going. So that's going to cost me another 7 million pounds projected. Once they're below 0 in war support, we'll see where things go. I think if we can win this battle, we can get a potentially really dramatic increase. As long as we're holding... like, if ratios change in the American front, as long as we're holding bits of California, we can continue to hold here without a problem. Because once you're holding American territory, they need to push in to get it back in order to right the proverbial ship. I gotta say, it's 1917. It is later than I would have liked to become recognized here, but we are about to be a big old world power. It didn't occur to me that I could get recognition through a defensive war, but actually it's been so long since another country has genuinely decided to attack me that I wasn't even really thinking about it. Pontianak back down. What happened there? Did they have their market opened or something? Gosh, I wasn't even thinking. Oh, it was probably a slavery ban, diplomatically. Which, you know, I'm not unhappy about because I would not like my vassals to have slavery. It's not a high priority for me, but it is nice that they are that got to happen. All right, these 300 Americans in Sumatra are really holding out pretty hard, and well, I can't help but admire their courage. I wish they would get it together to stop doing that, because I would love to not have there be Americans in Sumatra anymore. There were 160 battalions on this front when this battle started. Actually, only a fraction of the... And there's the Sumatra front closed out. So now I can go ahead and grab the rest of my best armies and put them in America. I am winning this battle here. El Salvador wants defensive pact. I'm going to say no thank you. Cool. As you can see, the reduction in standard of living that's been caused by my putting taxes up here has really dramatically reduced my number of loyalists. I am still getting quite a few from having solved the... Sulu, I swear to Jeeps, can you not have a rebellion for like 3 years while I'm dealing with other stuff? Sulu, can you get it together? Sulu, paging Mr. Sulu, can you please get it together? You got the liberals revolting, you got the militarists revolting, everyone over there is revolting. Deal with it. Get that situation dealt with. Put it to bed. Oh, man. Vassals, man. Can't live with them, can't annex them until you're recognized. Which I guess I will be pretty soon. Oh, in fact, I will be right now. Heck yes. Of course, I've still got all these armies mobilized while I'm fighting the war against Sulu, but hopefully that won't be for too much longer. Oh, wait, no. I can demobilize them. There is a command for that. Demobilize. Yes, I know it's a lot in government expenses. Demobilize. 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 I'm sorry for that sound. I don't know why the demobilized sound is so impressive. I got an obligation from Sulu. That's, I mean, that is great. So hopefully what that's going to do is in a few months that's going to cause our government expenses to calm the heck down, and then we can drop taxes back to normal. As you can see, our loyalist to radical ratio has been really, really impacted here. That's a wild time. Hopefully nobody will try to get involved in this business. So this is part of the reason I think they added the demobilize function in the game as of patch, I think, 1.4, because one of the things that was happening... I'm just going to absolve this obligation here. I don't think it's useful to have. Here, you want to give me an obligation again? I think one of the reasons they added the demobilize functionality is because frankly, the fact that you can get these rebellions and these multiple diplomatic plays against you that are sort of overlapping can cause a real problem because you've got all these troops mobilized that you don't actually need. Like, particularly in a situation like this in Sulu, like, we only need one army to deal with this because the rebel version of Sulu is only a few provinces. But we still get all of these. I've still got 1,000 battalions of conscripts active in Manchuria and Japan, in the Manchuria and Japan HQs. And there's nothing that I can really do about that. 2 arms. Until this war gets done. And, you know, this war is going to last X number, 15 times the number of weeks that it's going to take to get from 100 to negative whatever war support. And if I get another rebellion in one of these other countries, then that's also going to cause an additional delay in my properly demobilizing my units, which is part of why I find it so difficult to work with national militia. Hey, there's open hearth process. Wonderful. Da-da-da-da. Make more steel. I know, you're not profitable, but you will be soon. I guarantee it. That's part of our whole shtick. Surely we can sell some of this fabric. Surely there are people on Earth who require fabric. Tasty, tasty fabric. I'm not even paying attention to who I'm selling to at this point. I'm so overwhelmed with the amount of fabric I've got. Also, hi everybody, we're the number 4 world power now that we've become recognized by winning a war with the United States. Heck yes. Having demobilized all those troops has cut into our money problem, but we are still bashing our face against these Sulu rebels. I'm going to drop taxes back still, though, because I want to get standards of living back up. And after that, we'll just chill on wars for a bit. We're still at 18.1 infamy. And these demobilization costs are going to be done pretty soon. And then hopefully, basically I'm going to cut this episode as soon as the rebel Sulu faction folds, which should be pretty soon on account of they are losing war support at a rate of 11.67 per week. And then we'll see how our finances look. And then next episode we'll probably spend actually figuring out what to do with our market now that we've gotten the rest of Korea under our control. Because having the rest of Korea under our control is one of our sort of main ambitions. This isn't Europa Universalis 4, so there's not an additional, like, mission we can get after. Interesting. So there's not like an additional journal entry for conquering more that will give us claims on a bunch of other areas over here. Oh god, please don't tell me I had a defensive pact with Burma. Okay, we're good. Don't need to participate in that business. Should be good to go on that. I'm really just trying to... Remunerato Republic. Huh. Curious. Anyway, I'm going to stop getting so close to that situation so that I can make sure that I don't crash the game. Scandinavia, what are you going after the Ottoman Empire for? You want Thrace. Scandinavia. Why are you trying to take Constantinople from the Ottoman? It's not Crusades time anymore. It's 1918. It's too late to be crusading. A crusade is not in the interests of... It's chill. It's chill. Relax, Scandinavia. So I'm probably going to keep taxes at the midpoint for a while after this war, just to get my reserves built back up. As you can see, we've gone from about 100 million in the pot to about 33 million. But I'm hoping with us having increased our army model to one that is much more friendly to keeping a standing army, that we'll be doing better with that. Alright, perfect. So, as you can see, the finances are better. We've got Korea well in hand. We've achieved our recognition and our number 4 place among the world powers. I'm very pleased with that. Probably this number is going to go up as we build up our standing army. We'll see how that goes as things go forward. But for the moment, I've had fun. I hope you all have had fun, and I will see you all on the other side.